Yes, we are together with Dr. Maltuchen Liko in the show. You're most welcome, sir.
Ora Miriwe. Now I'm sorry I have to continue in English because my Rwanda is not so enough. Well, I'm Dr. Martucci and I studied in Italy, in Rome, economics and business administration a long time ago. Then I've been starting doing my job in a bank. I didn't like to stay there, so I changed place. I went to Africa doing the chief accountant in Gabon and Nigeria. Coming back in Italy, I followed my passion. I won the concourse with the Ministry of Transport, Civil Aviation Authority, and I became an airport director. So I had the opportunity to stay in my field, and really my field was flight. So I'm doing the airport director. I'm specialized as air accident investigator too, with a course with the Air Force. But what I like to do it was to become pilot. So I followed the course to become, and I became glider pilot, airplane pilot, helicopter pilot, and I follow a course as a skydiving. Yeah. So, but I realized just the law was necessary, but not enough, because people was not informed about aviation, not because of their fault. You've never seen an aircraft here. Yeah. Even here, the commercial flights, they come from east side and they take off on the other opposite position, so you never seen an aircraft. Yeah. You don't have a flying school. You don't have factories producing aircraft, so that's why. What I did, I contacted Yelka University, and I met Professor Rigamba, as a founder of the Yelka. I talked with Dr. Karambidzi, because he's the principal of the Polytechnic institution, so it was the most similar to the other faculties, law or MBA. And I asked him if he allow me to do introduction, or conference, as you prefer, about aviation. And they were surprised by the reaction of the students, but they suppose people who was not interested, which by 2 lessons, I have now 20 people available to become pilot. Yeah. I did the same experiment, we can call experiment, in Saint Andre. It was a lower class. The same, the reaction of the people, they went by the road. Yeah. But I try to explain, in the aviation field, there is not just the pilots, army pilots, okay. Yeah. There are even a mechanic, there are different qualifications. Yeah. What I'm doing now, because I don't sleep in the night, I want to go ahead. No, I'm disturbing my Italian investor to convince them about Rwanda, because Rwanda is not known. Allora, poi is my character. I said, yes, Rwanda, physically speaking, is a small country. I want to show, even a small country, have a answer, more organized like you are, in confront of the other ones, with the help of somebody with a proper skill, can develop more than the other one.
Maybe from that, many people, maybe who are watching us right now, they should be interested in those kinds of piloting, What are the basic things someone should be start from, maybe if you want to learn to study those kinds of pilot?
But to become pilot officially, you need to go to a school, a flight school. Here, there's a problem at the moment because there's just one subject, it's aviation. Like everywhere, you can open even private school and so on if the government agree. Yeah. So, to become a pilot, you have to study many subjects in theory, no? And after that, you do some flights. For private pilot, 45 hours flight training. So myself, in Italy, with my qualification, I can do the director of the school. I can teach all the subject on the ground. I can do a flight because I'm not a flight instructor.
You can practice.
Yeah, no, practice. I can fly, but I can officially teach because I'm not a flight instructor. I'm a manager. No? Yeah. The aircraft, the mechanic who do the maintenance because it's important. No? It's not like a car you live there. So you need the staff for the maintenance. You need the instructors, flight instructor. You the ground instructor, and the place where you can fly. You need not an airport like Canon, but even an airstrip, even like a Giseni or something else. It's enough.
Yeah. So that's not only actually piloting, even mechanic of that airplane. Actually, it also needs some things, some stuff. What are you expecting to? Let's come back on the school now. What are you expecting to install here?
We could organize another section to become mechanic, aviation mechanic. But to do this, you need what here to assemble. That's why I'm trying to convince an Italian producer I know in Italy to send here an aircraft. I mean, not to be assembled, not already. No?
Maybe soon we should see some airplane made in Rwanda airplane.
Oh, that's why. This is not. You say thank you for this question, because I'm trying to convince even here people, if we will be able, and I can do even the manager, to organize. Yeah. This is my job. Having this spare parts of the aircraft that we assemble here, once this assembling is certified in Rwanda, you will have the first airplane made in Rwanda. Having the airplane made in Rwanda, the advantage is you can sell to the East African countries without paying customs, so you become cheaper than the airplane coming from Europe. I can't do everything on my own. I can help everybody. But what I did recently here, to be independent, I registered my own company. It's a consulting company, consulting business and aviation, business for my degree.
Okay. So what do you think maybe after here in Rwanda, we have jobless youth, jobless people around. What do you think as a solution, maybe let me call it industry, will make to those people outside here?
But this is another, one of the things, I can't say is the only thing that can save Rwanda, but having this kind of courses, in this case we are talking about aviation mechanic, means more chance to have another job, not a qualified job, not people, a very simple one, cleaning and so on. Of course, you need the structure. What I want to say, having the mechanic and the pilot and the new pilots, you will have even pilots at other job in Rwanda without sending people abroad or paying people coming from abroad. That's way. But of course, it's a long step. We had to start from the first step.
I had something maybe in my early ages. To be a pilot needs just to be a good mathematician. Is that true?
No. This is another wrong idea. Even because they study something with there is some formula, when they teach you the theory about dynamics. Really, when I fly, I don't have time to do calculation.
So, which contribution do you think maybe about aviation mechanics should just give to the country?
Aviation mechanics, the first advantage is knowledge itself. It's that the one becoming a mechanic have a qualification, he can use this qualification in different sites. The first place, of course, could be a flight school. In this way, helping the flight school to work, or in the airline company. And having the flight school organized with the mechanic and the instructor, we can have pilot coming from Rwanda. And this means other people qualified find a qualified job in Rwanda without going around. And you can have the advantage, don't take people coming from outside Rwanda. So you give me the job to run this. So I think it's a good advantage.